Today on OC News, Comm Week is now underway. We'll let you know what you can expect from the Communications Department week-long event. Plus, we'll give you details on the upcoming ASI Spring Concert and find out what you can expect for the future of one of the most used social media application, Twitter. All this and more coming up.
This just now in tech news. First responder on
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the Broadcast Journalism students at Cal State
Fullerton. OC News starts right now.
Hello, and thank you for joining us at OC News. I'm Julian Serrano. OC News is brought to you by the Broadcast Journalism students at Cal State Fullerton. It's Comm Week at Cal State Fullerton, and the Entertainment and Industry Club had their 17th annual Industry Mixer at the TSU. Our reporter Alex Mora has more on the story.
It's Comm Week at Cal State Fullerton, and the Entertainment and Tourism Club had their 17th annual Industry Mixer Monday night in the TSU. This ETC event welcomed not only ETC members, but all students from all majors. Students got the opportunity to socialize and network with professionals from the entertainment and tourism industries. Students and board members expressed why students should consider joining the Entertainment and Tourism Club. Students like Sydney Perez says ETC is a great way to start networking.
ETC is a great way to network with industry professionals, meet other like-minded people with the same goals and aspirations in the entertainment tourism industry.
We have a lot of individuals from the actual entertainment industry, professionals that come in that we invite, and so students are able to network, they're able to actually meet them and connect with them on LinkedIn, which we all know in the entertainment industry is really, really important.
Building my professional network and meeting all of these great professionals in the industry and kind of looking to them as mentors because yes, you connect with them on LinkedIn, but it's all about following up with them and asking how they are, because at the end of the day, they're still people too.
The Entertainment and Tourism Club is one of the largest students' organizations at Cal State Fullerton. I'm Alex Mora in Fullerton, reporting for OC News.
ASI is hosting their drop-in workshops this month at the TSU Stair Studio. Our reporter Alex Mora has more on the story.
Titans, ever want to learn how to create a button flower piece of art? Well, wish me luck. The ASI is hosting drop-in workshops all this month at the TSU Grand Stair Studio. From workshops like a button flower art and how to paint, students get the chance to explore their artistic side. Jennifer Guardian, first time attending this workshop, says the ASI sign caught her attention while walking outside of a meeting.
Well, mainly because I had just got out of a meeting and then I was coming down the stairs and then I saw the sign and I was like, hey, why not do some self-care, take care of myself.
ASI student instructors say students like attending these workshops because students get the chance to see another side of them.
And I feel a lot of students, when they come here, they tell me that sometimes they're like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with art, or I don't think I could do it. But coming here, I feel like they open another side of themselves, and I feel like being able to connect with the artistic side and being able to share that in a communal space.
Another ASI student instructor says this workshop is a place where students get to be creative.
I think that in a lot of our classes, we don't have a ton of opportunities to be creative.
Well, Titans, that's about it. I'm done with my piece of art. What do you guys think? And please don't forget to check out the ASI IG account for more workshops like this.
CSUF students, listen up. With the stress that comes with finals, the Titan Wellness Center will be opening free therapy, but not the therapy you'd expect. Our reporter Brenda Elizondo is live on the field and has the details.
Thank you, Julian. I'm reporting live from outside of the Titan Wall, where you can come to the end of the semester puppy therapy, where you can come de-stress and pet some puppies. Cal State Fullerton students, are you looking for a way to de-stress during your upcoming finals? Well, swing on by Titan Well, where they will be hosting puppy therapy these upcoming 2 weeks. Therapy dogs like Yodi and Jake volunteer their afternoons on campus to provide company to students in need.
I volunteer. All of the dog therapy people are all volunteers. This is Yodi. We have 2 other therapy dogs at home, one of which is Kai. So together it's Coyote. And we're just now training a third dog named Tora. So we'll be here with all of them eventually.
Like Yodi, Jake is another dog that spends his days at campus interacting with students where he gets pet and plays ball.
Jake is here visiting the students at the college. He's a Labrador Retriever. He's 5 years old, and yeah, he just likes to come and hang out with everybody.
Volunteers from Pet Prescription dedicate their time to bring happiness to students during their 2-hour visit at the Wellness Center.
One of the young guys that was playing ball with him and said, you know, this is what he needed, and that was pretty perfect because that's why we're here.
This is Brenda Elizondo reporting for OC News. Back to you at the studio.
Looking to grab a cup of coffee and support those with unique abilities, our Brandon Vicona might have a spot for you.
Located on Nutwood, across from College Park, Able Coffee Roasters is more than your normal coffee shop. Owners Anthony Palmieri and Adil Asif created Able to give individuals with disabilities paying jobs. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the unemployment rate of individuals with special needs is over 80%, and employment opportunities are limited after the age of 22. A common concern of parents and educators is the lack of jobs for students who are done with secondary schooling around the age of 22. Able's motivation is not only to give those students an opportunity, but also create a quality cup of coffee. To top off their great story and excellent cup of coffee, Able is a place that the community is able to go to.
We also have a lot of people come in with disabilities and autism and people that are on spectrum, and sometimes it's overwhelming to work with people like that or to order for something like that. But here we take them in and let them fully express or fully get what they need.
Able opened a storefront coffee shop back in December at the height of the pandemic. Their story is also one that hits a little more personal for some.
For about 20 years, my parents ran a Special Olympic program where they taught individuals how to skate who had special needs. So when I heard of this place, I was really intrigued and wanted to come.
Along with their amazing story, Able also serves as a great place for students to come and study.
Every morning before a huge exam, I come here and I study for 2 or 3 hours.
Able allows their customers to feel like they're helping a greater cause.
And rather than going to Starbucks where, I don't really feel like I'm supporting a cause.
Along with Fullerton, Able has another location in Huntington Beach. I'm Brandon Vicuna in Fullerton, reporting for OC News.
We've had hot days and cool days so far this week. Coming up, find out what we can expect the rest of the week and weekend to look like, plus what Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter means for users. A study finds evidence of a mental health decline in young people during the height of the pandemic. Reporter Manny Gather has more on the findings and how to talk to your loved ones about mental health.
It's a public health crisis. Youth mental health in the spotlight once again.
And clearly, a lot of young people are struggling.
A study published in JAMA Pediatrics looked at death records from 14 states with suicide listed as the cause in more than 85,000 cases, while the CDC has said U.S. suicide-related deaths declined overall in 2020. Researchers found suicide rates did not go down for young people in the studied states. In fact, that year, CDC data shows suicide was the second leading cause of death for people ages 10 to 14 and 25 to 34. While data wasn't available for all states, researchers believe the 14 states represented are a good U.S. sampling because they encompass about a third of all youth. If you suspect your child is struggling, John Ackerman with the Center for Suicide Prevention and Research at Nationwide Children's Hospital says, be direct.
Have you ever thought of ending your life? Are you thinking about suicide right now? Often they will feel relieved that an adult is willing to ask that question.
Be on the lookout for warning signs like withdrawing from friends, taking dangerous risks, having extreme mood swings, eating or sleeping more or less, using drugs or alcohol. Ackerman says parents can reach out to a pediatrician, school counselor, or go to the ER if there's an urgent need.
Don't try to solve everything right away, but you just listen and try to understand their pain, what they're going through, and then assure them.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Children under the age of 12 have not been able to get the COVID-19 booster. However, Pfizer is now seeking emergency authorization for the booster for children as young as 5 years old. On Tuesday, Pfizer sent a request to the FDA for approval to allow the booster shot to be given to kids ages 5 to 11. After months of testing, studies have shown that the third vaccine raises Omicron-fighting antibodies. Despite being previously vaccinated, studies have shown that during the Omicron surge, the effectiveness of the original vaccines have been greatly reduced. Having the vaccine in general is still recommended since it reduces the need for hospitalization. Last Monday, we talked about Elon Musk buying Twitter. Since then, many went to social media to express the fear of Musk owning such a huge platform. Reporter Jen Sullivan has more on the details.
The world's richest man will soon be in charge of Twitter. Elon Musk has reached a deal to buy the company for $44 billion.
I think Musk is paying a pretty hefty price for Twitter, and I think it's a head scratcher to many.
The deal is raising widespread questions and concerns from Twitter users to lawmakers on Capitol Hill, all wondering what this takeover will mean for the platform and for society.
Twitter has been a dark, dark place. I hope it doesn't get any darker.
We're all watching it with a great deal of interest.
Experts say several changes may be ahead, saying Musk is likely to move to modernize and monetize Twitter.
It's probably turning into a subscription platform, $2-3 a month. They'll lose significant amount of users, but probably those that would stay on that would significantly increase revenue.
Experts say one thing is very clear. Morgan Stanley could be the biggest winner. The investment bank Musk chose to carry out the deal expected to profit as much as $1.3 billion from financing Musk's loan. And what does this mean for the future of social media? Experts say Musk has condemned Twitter's approach to content moderation censorship, but it's unclear how exactly he will approach freedom of speech on the platform.
Does that mean that there's less constriction in terms of things that can be said on Twitter? But that's a tight wire act.
Meanwhile, the move has Tesla and SpaceX investors rattled, just as governmental regulators zero in on the Twitter deal.
This is going to get a lot of scrutiny. Not ideal for Tesla and SpaceX investors.
For today's Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Looks like we have some cloudy days coming this week. Alex Rubik is here to give us more on the weather.
Thanks, Julian. Hey, everyone. The past few days have brought us weather of all sorts, from the hot 90-degree temperatures on Monday to the overcast this morning. And I know you all just want to know if you can store your winter jackets and whip out your beachwear, so let's take a look. Currently, we're experiencing a chill 69 degrees with wind speeds of 5 to 10 miles per hour and 55% humidity, which is relatively high, but you'll see in a bit why that's the case. Earlier today, we reached a high of 73 with similar wind speeds. We'll start to see the sun set around 7:32 p.m. And later tonight, we'll see a drop in temperature to 54 degrees and some clouds come in as the sun begins to set. Humidity and wind speeds will remain around the same, and around 11 p.m. we'll see that high humidity come into play when we experience some light rain that is expected to roll into early Thursday morning. Now, looking to the next 2 days, we'll see temperatures teeter back and forth for a bit. Tomorrow will bring us a high of 69 degrees with a little bit more of that light drizzle from the night before. But later Thursday night, the drizzle is expected to stop, but the clouds will stay. Friday morning is going to bring us something different, with patchy fog expected to make an appearance with a daily high of 74 and a low of 53. The clouds are again going to stay Friday night. And then on Saturday, we'll finally see the sun with a high of 82. That is going to drop to a chill 57 later that night. And on Sunday, we'll also see the sun make an appearance with a high of 77 and a low of 55. Well, that's all the weather updates I have for you today. Even though I'm excited to hit the beach, I do love the rainy weather because we don't get it that often here. What do you prefer, Julian?
I'd tell you, for me personally, nothing I enjoy more than a nice sunny day. Listen up, iPhone users, because you may not have the time to run to the Apple stores with your phone problems anymore. Apple is now selling parts for you to fix on your own at home. The company has officially opened its online self-service repair shop that sells parts for people looking to fix their iPhones. Some of the parts and tools they will offer will be batteries, iPhone screws, cameras, and more. The in-store repairs, which was known as the Genius Bar, will be turning into an official store for customers to shop. This new addition comes after the right to repair movement that has been pressing lawmakers and tech companies to allow consumers to fix their own devices instead of paying for a repair service. A lot has happened in the sports world this past week. David Dominguez is here with the details.
Last night, the Titans hosted San Diego in a non-conference matchup at Goodwin Field, and it was a wild one, let me tell you. Let's get you to the highlights of this thriller. The Titans fell down early 5-0. Caden Connor hit this double to right field, a 2-run double to get the Titans to help them chip away to make the score 5-3. Fast forward to the bottom of the 7th, Brendan Bobo hit this RBI double into the right field corner to make it a 7-6 game, and the Titans would be down just 1. Here's where it gets crazy. Later on that inning, Jason Browndow at first base, a pick-off attempt goes into right field, and Browndow rounds second and heads to third base. San Diego thinks they have a play at third base, so they throw it, but that ball gets away. Browndow starts heading for home, and the throw goes right off his helmet, and the tying run scores for the Titans. All tied up in the bottom of the 8th, Caden Connor again hits an infield single just to the shortstop. He beats out the throw, and all the way from second base comes the runner to score the leading run. In the top of the 9th, Weisberg would close it out with his strikeout, as bad defense by San Diego would help the Titans complete a 5-run comeback and their 8-7 win. Just down the freeway from Fullerton, the Angels hosted the Cleveland Guardians in the second game of their 4-game series, with the Angels looking to win their 3rd game in a row. Angels leading RBI man Brandon Marsh got things started with a base hit up the middle to score Anthony Rendon and get the Angels on the board to make it a 1-0 game in the bottom of the 2nd. It was their star man Mike Trout who extended the lead with this crushing home run over the left field wall. This 2-run home run, Trout's 5th of the season, gave the Angels a 3-0 lead. But he wasn't done just yet. Later on in the game, he belts this one down the left field line for an RBI double to give the Angels a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th. The RBI would cap off Trout's 3 RBI night. Raisel Iglesias would get the strikeout of Owen Miller to seal the deal as the Angels go on to win their 3rd game in a row, 4-1.
Best of luck to the softball program, Tusk Up. Coming up after the break, we'll take you to one of the prettiest spots in Southern California and find out who's performing in the ASI Spring Concert next weekend.
Whether it's advice on managing your anxiety or tools to help you stay grounded, Coping-19 provides a range of resources and self-care tips to help you cope with this pandemic. We can help. Find the resources that work best for you at coping-19.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Anytime they're playing music downstairs, it's loud. I go downstairs, see what they're doing, see what music they're doing, see what they're dancing to. I go play piano downstairs, they come get involved. Leah has a drum set beside it, banging that. Any music, that's what they do.
Need a change of scenery this weekend. Reporter Chris Ramirez went to visit the blooming pretty flowers in Carlsbad.
Welcome to the flower fields in Carlsbad. You can either drive or take the train from Fullerton to get here in about an hour or two. The perfect place to soak in some sun.
Yeah, I really like this place. I really like looking at all the flowers. It's really peaceful.
I would agree. Peaceful is definitely the best way to describe this place. And there's plenty of spots where you can sit down and enjoy the view, like here. Or even here. And if walking isn't your thing, don't worry. They have tractor rides for everyone of all ages. They also have some popcorn, some refreshing lemonade, and some cool ice cream to refresh you throughout the day. They even have a nursery where you can learn some new things or purchase some cool flowers. We always make sure to take care of the plants every day. Watering depends on the weather, because you want to make sure you never overwater them. I've been here for 22 years and still enjoy it. You can even try your luck on trying to find some gold or some fossils. With over 50 acres, you'll definitely find something for you.
So come check out the flower fields here at Carlsbad. This is Chris Ramirez for OC News.
For the past few weeks, Coachella has been the hottest topic with everyone posting about all the fun. However, Riverside County's Public Health Department was left to deal with over 100 Coachella drivers who got food poisoning, a mystery that is still being investigated.
We're trying to nail down what exactly the reason why everybody got sick.
An investigation continues after more than 100 Coachella shuttle drivers fell ill due to food poisoning. At least 46 of them were assessed in local hospitals.
Some of those people who didn't go to the hospital apparently didn't feel they needed to, but they probably sought their own medical attention. We would like to speak to them as well, not just those that were hospitalized.
Officials say it happened at an off-site dinner for the transportation employees on Sunday night. The exact source of the food poisoning is being investigated. However, the county confirmed a pasta dish and a prepackaged salad tossed with other ingredients were served to drivers.
Did do some inspections of the facilities where food was served beforehand. As far as I know, everything went well there. And again, it's important to know just as much what people who didn't get sick, what they ate and what they did as to those who did get sick.
Health officials said many of those who got sick live outside Riverside County, some of the drivers even from out of state, including Texas and Arizona. Officials are actively working with other jurisdictions to speak with as many people as possible with hopes to pinpoint the source.
Be able to test the food, and without getting into too many details, when people get stomach cramps and have diarrhea, that would also provide some, if we could get samples there, but a lot of cases they simply don't.
This means the county will conduct hundreds of interviews to narrow down the cause.
What are some of the next steps in the investigation?
People who are going to be reaching out to those, and we're getting a list of those employees. So hopefully between the medical records and the employee contacts that we get, we'll be able to reach quite a number of those that were at the dinner.
Now we move on to the entertainment segment of the show. Our reporter Jonathan Soda is here to give us the scoop. Jonathan?
Thank you, Julian. What's up, guys? There has been a lot going on in Hollywood, from new movies to new music. The list goes on. Lucky for you, I'm here to catch you up. Let's take a look. Come on, Marco, let's go party. Barbie fans, get ready because Warner Brothers just teased the upcoming Barbie movie. Life sure is looking fantastic for actress Margot Robbie as she will be playing Barbie. The cast also features Ryan Gosling, Will Ferrell, and many more. The image posted on social media gives fans a glimpse of Margot as Barbie with a sparkling smile as she is ready to set off in her pink Corvette. Barbie is set to be released July 21st, 2023, only in theaters. Hold on to your wigs, little monsters. Lady Gaga just announced her newest single earlier today. The new song titled Hold My Hand will be released on May 3rd and will be featured in the new film Top Gun Maverick, set to premiere May 27. Hold My Hand was written by Gaga herself and was produced by Gaga, Blood Pop, and Benjamin Rice. After winning her first Oscar in 2019 for Shallow from A Star Is Born, there is no doubt that Hold My Hand will be an early original song contender. Latino Gang, the Grammy-winning artist Bad Bunny has been announced to join the Marvel Universe. He will star as El Muerto in a standalone Marvel movie. El Muerto is a story about a man, Juan Carlos, who was a champion wrestler who fought Spider-Man in a charity wrestling match, but later teams up with him to defeat Marvel character El Dorado. Bad Bunny said, quote, "To bring El Muerto to life is just incredible," end quote. The film is scheduled to be released early 2024. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot wait for the Barbie movie. I think the casting is so spot on. Bad Bunny, El Muerto, I'm happy to see a Latino play a superhero. That's major. Julian, what do you think? Are you a Bad Bunny fan?
No, I'm definitely a Bad Bunny fan and happy to see Latino representation. Speaking of singers, Max and Miguel will be visiting the Cal State Fullerton campus May 7th for the ASI Spring Concert. Artists Max and Miguel are headlining the annual Spring Concert after being put on pause for 2 years during COVID. Tickets for this event are on sale now. ASI has announced that those who have already purchased their tickets can now pick up their wristbands for the event. Well, Titans, after a tough 4 years, the class of 2022 is finally about to graduate. One college student from Shaw University in North Carolina has been waiting for this day for over 50 years.
At Shaw University, 75-year-old Rebecca Inge walked into the bookstore.
And I saw this shirt and I had to have it. 65 is the year that I first came to Shaw.
Way back in 1965. And she has the student ID to prove it.
The manager was excited. I said, was my year. This is the year I came to Shaw. 1965.
That's when Inge hopped on a train, leaving her Sanford, Florida home to pursue a college degree in Raleigh.
I always dreamed of going to med school because I was sick a lot as a child. I dreamed of being a surgeon.
Soon job opportunities, marriage, and then in 1968, the birth of her daughter put college on the back burner.
Basically, she put her life on hold so that I could finish my 21 years, all of my education.
When Inge's husband passed away 7 years ago, she returned to the Shaw University campus to re-enroll.
And the lady looked at me. She said, "Well, I don't know if we have your records." I said, "Then find them."
Inge's journey took her around the world, but brought her back to Wake County with her daughter's family. Her philosophy is much like the pillow beside her.
You gotta live until you die, so why not be happy? Find something that makes you happy and get involved.
Well, that's all the time we have today. Make sure to tune in next week for our next newscast on Monday at 5 p.m. To keep up with all things OC News, make sure to follow us on Instagram at OC News CSUF, and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Titan TV CSUF. I'm Julian Serrano, and from all of us here at OC News, have a great night.